Your 05, Wayne Carbo in the 54 and Chris Schneider in the 55. Then Joe Kelly in the 66 and Corey McPherson in the C33. Paul Petrovich in the 74 and the 25 of Brett McDonald. Car 29B, Scott Byers in the 948 of Joey Zambotti. Danny Rich in the 60 and Jake the Snake Simmons in the 69X. The 0 of Alan Roselli. The 73 of Neil Tristani. And we're off with Pat Hanley grabbing the early lead. A.J. Flick moving into third. Rob Shook just ahead of him in second. Now Flick to the inside of Shook. Hanley in command. Oh, on the front straightaway, Broniszewski gets sideways. Corey McPherson gets by. We got a wreck going on the front chute. Jeff Broniszewski in the 08 was the first car to get crossed up. He got the 20J of Fosnot, the 7 of Petrowski, the 73 of Tristani, the 948 of Joey Zambotti, the 78 of John Watson, the 69X of Jake Simmons. 60 Danny Rich is headed to the pits. 60 Danny Rich is headed to the pits.
Guys, I'm going to call you by number here. Do not.
Just radiator, I'm not sure, but the 3S. And now the question is, Corey McPherson, did he get into the back of him when he stopped? He was back underway. The Millerstown Pick-Apart Dirt Car Sportsman. Pat Hanley over A.J. Flick, and now we got a three-wide battle for third for a minute there. Flick pushes in 4, and Hanley is your leader. Kelly now under Flick. Miller to the outside. Kelly moves to second. Miller to the outside is third. Flick back to fourth, and Corey McPherson is right behind him. Joe Kelly hugging the rail, had motor problems here 2 weeks ago, the last time we raced. Since then has picked up a win at Roaring Knob and in the Charlie Trice car, the 100 car. It's Pat Hanley up high and Joe Kelly down low. Kelly nosing ahead as they enter turn 3. Pat Hanley, Mike Miller, A.J. Flick, and Corey McPherson. This has got the makings of a good one, as they most often do in the Millerstown Pick-Apart Sportsman. McPherson around Flick now for fourth. Caution, caution, caution. Looks like the 0 of Roselli up against the wall area, near the wall off of turn 4. Alan Roselli in the 0 trying to get to the pits. Won at Roaring Knob last week in the 100 car. Green is back out. Kelly continues to show the way. And they're bunched up behind him. Miller and Hanley, McPherson and Flick. Miller slides up in front of Hanley. McPherson's down on the rail. It'll be Miller second, McPherson third, Hanley fourth. Mike Miller still second, and Corey Mack, Pat Hanley, and A.J. Flick. Schneider is a close 6. They're side by side for second as Kelly continues to lead. 14 laps to go. Mike Miller with some high side momentum leaving turn 2, closing that gap on Joe Kelly. McPherson third. Flick and Hanley side by side for fourth and fifth. Pat over the cushion in 1 and loses ground. Flick now fourth. Hanley closing back in as they head into 3. And Mike Miller closing in on race leader Joe Kelly. The lead is down to 0.3 seconds. Off of 2, Miller and McPherson draw closer to the race leader. As we come to halfway, almost 11 more laps to go. Miller not able to squeeze to the outside of Kelly. Into 1. He and McPherson. Closing ground, Joe by a car length into 3. Miller to the outside, looking for the cushion in 4. Kelly catching that traction off the bottom of 4. We're halfway now. 10 down, 10 to go. Point leader A.J. Flick running 4th. McPherson over the cushion. He'll lose some ground. Caution is out here in turn 4. Jake the Snake Simmons in the 69 and Paul Petrovich in the 74. Super Joe and Mike Miller crack the whip, and off we go. Kelly really finding the traction on the inside that moist spot off the 4th turn. McPherson now trying to get ahead of Miller for 2nd. It's Mike up high. Corey down low. Flick still 4th, just ahead of Pat Hanley. McPherson stays on the bottom. Miller's on the outside, and he's back around Corey. And he's around Joe Kelly. He is really catching that cushion off the 4th turn. Mike Miller trying to win his 4th of the season. He's won 2 of the last 3. McPherson now to 2nd. Kelly drops back 1 to 3rd. Still 7 laps to go. 7 to go. These 2 drivers have between them won the last 4 features. Mike Miller and Corey McPherson. Kelly now closing back in on McPherson for 2nd. Five laps in the race. Chris Schneider, 5th now, has been 5th for a few laps, trying to close in on A.J. Flick, the 4th place car. McPherson back to the Outer Banks, trying to run down the race leader, Mike Miller. 4 laps from Sheets victory lane. 4 laps to go. The cards have been dealt. And Miller a little loose off that 2nd turn, but he's staying on the outside, which appears to be the fastest line. McPherson going for the lead on the low side into 3 and 4. Off of 4, he's in front. Miller, though, leads the lap by 9 1/1000ths of a second. It's going right to the wire. McPherson will stay up high, trying to close back in. 2 laps to go. Kelly 3rd, Flick 4th, Schneider 5th. Down the back straightaway, McPherson closing in. Will he go low side? Oh, he's going to save it for the last lap, maybe. He ducks low now. Here they come off of 4. White flag waving. It's a car length. McPherson goes low into 1 and 2. He's in front in 2, but Miller will have the lead on the outside coming off. Into 3 and 4. Miller tried to protect the inside just a bit, and he'll get her done. Mike wins it over Corey Mack, Joe Kelly, A.J. Flick, and Chris Schneider. Mike Miller 3rd in the point standings. That's Fourth win of the year. 3 of the last 4 feature wins go to Mike Miller from Chicora in the Tomson 81. Ever since he had motor problems just over a month ago, Benson Hoffer has put this piece together, and this 81 has been flying. How about a nice hand, Mike Miller, your winner in the Millerstown Pick-Apart Dirt Car Sportsman. This is 3 of the last 4, you know.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you're on a roll.
Yes, we are. It's I don't know what we're doing different, but seems like it's working for us.
Sure is. What a race, though. You and Joe and then Corey. I mean, it was fun to watch.
Yeah, I thought Joe was going to check out with it there, but I kept plugging away at that high line, and then Corey snuck in the picture there, which he's good on these slicker tracks, and I think it, kind of vice versa from a couple of weeks ago when I was on the low and he was on the high. But he got that flat, but it would have been interesting.
It's always different on a dirt track. Tonight you had a cushion, but then it got slick, so you had to be careful.
Yeah, you couldn't overdrive it because the cushion can be your friend, can be your your foe too. It's a little rough, but if you rode it off right, it benefited you. Which
just starting to make up for all the bad luck you had early in the season.
Yeah, definitely. This is making up for it. So
people you need to thank.
Got to thank Ron. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in this car. Or the crew, Hugh, Gary, Larry, my 2 sons that help. They do help washing. My wife with the time away, family with the other members. Tom Ben's operate, like I said, 4 weeks old motor, and it's won 3 out of the 4.
Yeah.
He's here tonight to actually see it.
Well, you're a good advertisement for him, I can tell you that.
He builds a heck of a motor for this division. Again, thank Beggar Collision Center, Ken Shidley Construction, Terry A. Young Cunningham Funeral Home, Stoner Truck Repair, Jennifer's Designs, Gary's Automotive, Thompson Alternator.
Oh, you're pretty good.
Yeah, Du Bois Battery Storage. If it wasn't for them people or anybody sponsors in their car, a lot of us wouldn't be here. If you do see these people or know them, you can't use their services or their product, at least let them know that you saw it on a car. At least they know their advertising dollars going to it's being seen.
That's what it's all about. Good job and good luck next week.
Thank you.
All right, Mike Miller, your final winner tonight. He'll get another one of those Blackie Watt trophies from the Pittsburgh Circle Track Club.